giving you story after story. Everything is true. Some things are kinda scary, so what you gonna do? Cause that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes we spit scripture, line upon line, not discussing wickedness, but what is divine. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back once again. Tales from the Sipp, episode 46. Yeah. Like I told you in the last episode, told y'all I gonna come back, tell you about the situation when I went into the house of some witches. And I know that's what they was because of what I seen going on inside the house. But anyway, let's get right into it. Yes, sir. Now, this was back when I think I was like 25. Yeah, I was about 25, 26 at the time, something like that. But anyway, so I didn't have no, I ain't have no woman or nothing. And, I was hanging with this Sir Cat Jackson. He was from, on the other side of Jackson. Me and him were hanging around. Man, the dude had a wife and everything. But he loved them females, man. But hey, it ain't nothing to do with me. I wasn't, just I say I was in the world then. So it had nothing to do with me. He wanted to cheat on his wife. That was his business. It had nothing to do with me. But yeah, he was this little dude was kind of suspect too, though, man. Yeah, he was kind of suspect. But anyway, I might mention it at the end of this. But anyway, so I'm riding with this man one day. I go over to the man's house. We sitting over there. We sitting there chilling. He tell his wife, hey, we finna ride off somewhere. We'll be right back, in a minute. So, boom, we jump in the car, man. I'm riding with him. We go to Canton to these certain apartments. It was some apartments. Then the house, was near the little, not too far from the apartment. I ain't gonna mention all the spots where, you know what I'm saying. But it was a house. All I'm gonna say. But anyway, so he said, hey man, go holler at these females, man. Two of them, man. They bad, man. Blah, blah, blah. I say, all right, cool, let's do this, man. So we go, stop at I had to stop at give me a, you know, some of that Budweiser before I hit there, you know what I'm saying? I had to get my mind right. But anyway, or whatever. I forgot what I was drinking. But yeah, I was drinking something. I just started. So we get to the house. He opened the door. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Knock on the door, go up in the door. We walk in there, all the lights off in the house. They got candles everywhere. It's candles lit. And as a matter of fact, they had the radio playing, music playing and stuff. And they were listening to, some slow jam music, soul music or whatever. I think the female's kind of older than me. It probably, he was a little older than me. But anyway, so they probably listened to something like Peebo Bryson or something. Yeah, whatever. Hey, so as you trying to get in, get your mind right to whatever. But anyway, they just sitting up there. I walk in the door. They start looking at me. She was looking at the one female he was talking to. So he walked back here and go back there, man, and he talking or whatever. I'm looking around, the other female looking at me like, I'm startled, man. I'm just, I ain't gonna lie. I look around, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I seen a dream catcher hanging up too. If you don't know what a dream catcher is, that's sort of like uh some kind of thing that's supposed to come from indigenous Americans where they hang up, you know what I'm saying, to catch their dreams or whatever. I ain't got too deep into that, but I know about it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we's coming over here to see y'all, but y'all got candles. It was, I mean, it was ridiculous. All the candles that was in that house. I know I counted at least 20 in the living room when we was sitting there, man. And I just felt weird in there. An old girl just looking at me like, you know, she had a strange look at me like, why he ain't sitting down and, you know, and all this and that. But man, I stood up the whole time. I ain't gonna lie. I did not sit down. She just looking like I spoke and she, hey, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't try to really talk to her. Man, I ain't gonna lie. When the old boy came in there, I was just waiting. Hey man, let's get on up out of here, man. I knew it was something about that house. I knew something was strange about that place, man. Why? Now these some people total, you know what I'm saying? Now I maybe he knew old girl them for a minute or whatever. I doubt it though. But we went up in there, man, and man, you didn't think something kind of strange about these two females, man. And I'm a stranger coming over there. You ain't never seen me before. You got all the lights out though. And it's a room full of candles. Man, I ain't gonna lie. That dude probably went over there by himself. They probably would have sacrificed him or something, man. I'm just being real. It might sound like I'm just saying something crazy, but something just strange about that place, man. Something was strange about that house we was in, man. And he finally walked out the back room, man. I said, hey, man, let go, man. Like, what wrong? I said, man, let's get up out of here, man. You don't see it. He like, all right, man. So he tell them, hey, we get ready to go. I will be back, you know what I'm saying? Man, we got in the car, I said, nigga, what's wrong with you, man? He like, what? I said, man, you walk in the house, all the lights off, candles everywhere, man. I said, nigga, them some witches. They probably were burning incense or something else. I just don't know. I can't remember exactly, but I know when I walked in that house, man, there was some witches in there, man. Because it was, if you ever went into a house and these people did, and these were some witches or whatever, or the people doing something strange. Let me put it this way: you gonna know something strange, man. I felt, I didn't feel, I felt it was that was a wrong spot to be, man. I didn't feel nothing. And then you look at the women look good and all that. Let's get that out the way. But I couldn't focus on nothing but why are all these candles lit up in here? I think we sat there by maybe 5 minutes. We got out of there. Man, I said, man, I'm not going back there, man. I said, this is something strange over here. But I'm telling you, I think if that dude, if he'd have went there by himself, I'd have heard him got him out of, ain't no telling. They might have spelled something on him, man. I don't know. Yeah, That's the time when I went into a house, man, and it was some witchcraft going on in there. It's no doubt about it. Who have that many candles lit and it's dark in the house? Your lights ain't off. And then the strange look they had on their face. Ooh, ooh. But anyway, all of the story is, hey man, pay attention to your surroundings. Be careful the type of people you hang around or you trying to date. Because you might just end up something bad happening to you. Yes, sir. Tales from the Sipp, episode 46. Be on the lookout for episode 47. Until next time, peace out. Yes, sir.
That's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes your boy may go way back in the day, talk about experiences and the games that he played. And that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Hey.